Hello everyone, welcome to game one of the doubleheader today. McNEIL Mavericks facing Buda Johnson Jaguars.
Now pitching for the Mavericks, number 14, Brandon Moore.
Ethan McLean will be followed by the pitcher Logan Robinson and the center fielder Dom Alvarado.
Now batting for Johnson, number 8, Ethan McLean.
And first pitch to McLean's a breaking ball, in there for a called strike on the outside corner. Next pitch, swing and a miss on a fastball, strike two. So Moria working ahead here right off the bat. Pretty nice day here. A lot of overcast clouds, keeping the temperatures nice, right at probably around high 60s, low 70s. 0-2 pitch. Just misses a little bit low, the change up there. One-two pitch, swung on and just fouled. A little bit of a breeze, looking at the flags out in right center, a little bit of a breeze blowing towards the left field side. 1-2 breaking ball, lofted into shallow center field. Center fielder Chris Winsman comes over a couple of steps to his right and makes the play. So fly out to center field for the first out of the inning.
Just getting settled in here. How are you, sir?
Doing all right.
Steve Vosick here alongside Mr. Jason Morio.
Now batting number 14, Logan Robinson.
Let's go Mavs Nation.
Brings up the left-handed hitter and starting pitcher for the Jaguars, Logan Robinson. He looks at a first pitch ball. One-0 pitch, fastball. Looks like it was just maybe a little bit high there. So it'll be a 2-0 count to Robinson.
Really nice pitch. Painting the outside corner. Just didn't get the call from the umpire.
Next pitch, breaking ball, seems to have missed inside. So 3 balls and no strikes to Robinson. Green light on 3-0. Lofts it into shallow left field. Ramsey Simpson's underneath it, just a couple of steps to his left and makes the play. So 2 flyouts to start the inning. And with two-way, brings up the center fielder for the Jaguars, number 13, Dom Alvarado. Johnson Jaguars play in District 26-5A here in Texas. They have 10 returning starters from last season, including 5 returning lettermen. 7-9 in district last year, and 14-19 overall for Johnson.
Got the call.
It was a good job of framing on the part of Newman there to bring that breaking ball in for called strike one. Next pitch, fastball, foul tip back into the screen. Working ahead with an 0-2 count here with 2 outs, nobody on. Next pitch, fastball, grounded short. Boston fields it, makes the throw to first in time, and that ends. Oh,
they called it safe.
They called him safe.
Wow.
Oh.
Everybody was, or most of the Mavs were coming off the field, but umpire called him safe.
All right. Well, that didn't look that close, but nonetheless, it's going to be a 2-out infield single there for Alvarado.
No, it didn't look close there. So.
Not quite sure what happened. Can't go to New York for the replay, unfortunately, with a high school tournament baseball, so we're just going to have to live with it.
Oh, and I thought we could. Okay.
Brings up the first baseman, Trace Jansen, number 4 hitter. He lofts a fly ball into very shallow center field. Windison comes in underneath it, and that's the end of the inning.
13 pitches for Morio. Nice work.
There we go. No runs, 1 controversial infield hit. And that'll end the top of the first. Mavs coming up for their first at-bats. We'll be right back. All right, your starting pitcher for Johnson Jaguars here, Logan Robinson. And he will face the top of the Maverick order here in the bottom of the first, starting off with the left fielder, Ramsey Simpson. He'll be followed by second baseman Jack Goins and the shortstop, Ryan Vosick.
Leading off for the Mavericks, number 12, Ramsey Simpson.
Simpson had a good first game yesterday, went 1 for 3 with an RBI. So a first pitch fastball, call it strike in the outside corner. Next pitch, breaking ball, misses outside and low. One ball, one strike to count to Simpson. Next pitch, fastball, misses low. It'll be 2-1. But pretty sizable crowd here at Mavericks Field, given that it's 12 o'clock on a Friday. Good to see people out. 2-1 pitch also misses low and outside. So it'll be a 3-1 count now to the leadoff hitter, Ramsey Simpson.
71 degrees. We got south-southeast winds at around 11 miles an hour. And cloudy, muggy.
Oh, Simpson thought that was ball 4, but it caught the outside corner according to the umpire, so the count will go full. The 3-2 pitch, Simpson. Swung on, popped right towards the third base side of the infield. Third baseman makes the grab for the first out. So Simpson is retired for the first out of the inning. That brings up number 2 hitter Jack Goins.
Now batting number 1, Jack
Goins was 1 for 3 yesterday with a 2 RBI double that actually ended up walking the Mavs off the game with the winning runs that put it into the run rule as McNEIL beat Elgin by a score of 11-1 yesterday. One-0 pitch to Goins is a fastball that seemed to carry away from the outside corner, but umpire said it caught it, so it'll be 1 ball, 1 strike to Goins. Next pitch swung on,
Nice.
lofts it into left field, and that's going to get down
Nice
for a base
hit.
hit, possibly more. Goins does have some speed, takes a big turn at first base, but he's going to hold up there.
Attaboy, Goins. Way to get us started.
Didn't really look like that was a strike, but he just went out there, reached up high,
He did.
climbed the ladder, and lofted it out into left field.
Now batting number 9, Ryan Voss.
So that'll bring up number 3 hitter, the shortstop, Ryan Vosick, now with the speedy Jack Goins on first. Not much of a lead for Goins. But he takes off.
There he goes.
And he's probably going to be safe. Indeed, he will be, as the catcher was unable to get a handle on the pitch, which was called a ball high and inside.
Had an average lead off of first base, but it was a good jump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Vosick lines one sharply into center field, but right at the center fielder, so Goins will have to scurry back to second base there. Well hit ball, just kind of right in the vicinity of the center fielder for the Jaguars. It'll be 2 outs now. Brings up the first baseman, cleanup hitter Jackson Collins.
Now batting for the Mavericks, number 24, Jackson Collins.
Collins 1 for 2 yesterday with an RBI. To the first pitch fastball, misses a little bit high. Next pitch swung on and missed, strike 1.
He took a hack there, didn't he?
He was going for the old 8-run home run on that one.
Flags are blowing out to the left with that
Yeah, good
wind
day.
around 10 miles an hour.
Good day for right-handed hitters.
Yes, it is.
Comes the 1-1 pitch to Collins. And it's a curveball
He
that
got him.
Swayed right into his hip, so he will head down with a 2-out hit by pitch.
Now batting number 18, Chris Windisman.
So runners on first and second with 2 outs brings up number 5 hitter Chris Windisman. And first pitch to Windisman misses far outside and low for a ball. Windisman lines a shot deep into the right field corner, but unfortunately it is foul. He definitely got a barrel on that one just a little bit too early. That would have definitely scored 1, likely 2, because that went all the way down to the right field corner.
Straighten it out, Wendy. You only missed the line by just a few feet. That right field line. Hit the ball on a rope.
1-1 pitch coming up to Windisman. Breaking ball stays up high though. Count goes to 2-1. Fastball misses high and outside, so it'll be 3-1 count now to Windisman. Jack Goins, the runner on second. Jackson Collins still standing on first. Designated hitter Garrett Banks stands on deck should Windisman reach successfully here. Oh, next pitch looked like it was a full glove off the plate, but umpire says that caught the outside corner, so it'll be full count now. Runners will likely be in motion with 3-2 and 2 outs.
There go the runners.
Ground ball, second base. Fielded by the second baseman, throws to first in time to catch Windisman for the 3rd out. So no runs, 1 hit by pitch for the Mavericks. Still no score. Jaguars coming up. They're at bats at the top of 2nd inning. All right, leading off for the Jaguars here in the top of 2nd inning. Number 5 hitter, left fielder Caleb Ledsom. First pitch to Ledsom, fastball misses a little bit outside, ball 1. Breaking ball misses outside and low. 2-0 the count. Led some will be followed by third baseman Mike Lozano and then the second baseman Ryan Garza this inning. 2-0 pitch, swung on, fouled back into the screen. Two 2-1 pitch, sharp breaking ball, bounces in the dirt. Count will go to 3 balls and 1 strike.
Wicked movement. That breaking ball.
It did. And some sharp bite, a little too sharp. Couldn't quite fool him there. 3-1 pitch, swung on. Little blooper fly ball just over the head of the second baseman Goins, who was making a good effort to go into the outfield to grab it, but just out of his range. So that'll be a leadoff single for Ledsom.
Goins gave everything he had on that. That ball was just outside of the reach of his glove for that Texas leaguer hit.
That'll bring up the left-handed hitting third baseman Mike Lozano. He swings to the first pitch he sees and lofts an opposite field single down the line in third. Left fielder Simpson throws it in. Runner's trying to advance to third, and he's going to be safe. And Lozano advances to second base on the hit as well. So a nice opposite field double there for Lozano. And now the Jaguars have runners on second and third with nobody out. Here in the top of the second, brings up second baseman Ryan Garza.
Infield, they're coming in.
Infield all in on the edge of the grass. First pitch swung on, lofted foul, out of play, right field side.
What does Brandon typically average for his fastball?
He's kind of 83 to 86
on his velo.
With the velo on the fastball, yeah. Also mixes in a changeup, curveball like that we just saw right there.
Yeah.
That missed a little bit high and outside. So it'll be 1 ball, 1 strike. It's like 1-1 pitch. Might have been a little bit low there. This will be 2 balls and 1 strike. Swung on, grounded to shortstop, fielded by Vasic on his knees.
Shoot.
Luckily,
we got it.
Throw was a little bit high. Collins grabbed it and actually managed to tag the runner at first for the out.
Nice play by Collins.
Good play by Vasic. Good play by Collins to bring down, and actually both runners froze, so no advancement. Right. And we now have 1 out. Runner still on second and third. And that brings up the catcher, Ricky Montijo.
I was watching Vasic. He did make a great play fielding the ball. But he looked the runner back at third base and was trying to just make a gingerly, just an easy throw over to first. And that ball just sailed on him. But Collins made the nice catch to get the out. And like you said, Jason, both runners were left on second and third base.
Montijo fouled the first pitch he saw off back behind the screen here, then looks at a breaking ball in the dirt. So kind of be 1-1 to Montijo. Next pitch swung on, lofted into center field, line drive, and that's going to get down right in front of the center fielder, Chris Windesman.
Yep.
And that will allow a run to score from third base, and the runner on second advances to third on the RBI single by Montijo. And we're going to have a courtesy runner for the catcher Montijo. Looks like number 1, Connor Crabtree, is going to go in and be the runner at first.
Now batting number 20, Cole Garcia.
High school baseball rules, courtesy runner at any time should your pitcher or catcher reach the bases.
And with that hit by Montijo, that's the first run of the game for Johnson.
Brings up the number 9 hitter, right fielder Cole Garcia. Runner from first goes. This is a breaking ball outside, and they're not going to throw down. So the courtesy runner, Crabtree, steals second base. Now runners on second and third with 1 out. And a 1-0 count to the hitter, Garcia. Next pitch swung on, lined, foul, down the right field line. Comes the 1-1 pitch. Another foul ball grounded down towards the Johnson Jaguars opposing side. So 1-2 the count now to Garcia. Got 1 out.
Infield is playing in with runners on second and third.
Yeah, still up on the edge of the grass.
Yep.
One-two pitch, breaking ball misses outside. 2-2 the count now with the sun seemingly poking out through the clouds. Comes a 2-2 pitch. Fastball misses outside. It'll be full now.
Didn't miss by much. Really good location on that fastball. Seeing if this hitter, Garcia, was going to chase it, but he didn't. He held up. Full count.
3-2 pitch, fouled out of play on the right side. Comes another 3-2 pitch. Swung on and another foul ball, this time down the left field line. Left field side, I should say. The ball ended up in the opposing visitor bullpen over there. Working on pitch number 7 of this at-bat. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Morio went up top
Great
there with
pitch.
the high cheese.
Yes, he did.
First strikeout of the game for Morio. That makes it 2 outs now. And we're back to the top of the order. Shortstop Ethan McLean comes up. He flew out to center field in his first at-bat. Werner still on second and third. And umpire calls time.
That was the 34th pitch for Brandon Morio. It was a nice battle against Garcia. And
Yeah.
Brandon comes out on top with that first strikeout of the game.
Swings to the first pitch, lofts an easy fly ball into right field, and the other Morio, James Morio, brings it in for the catch, and that ends the inning. So a little traffic on the bases, 1 run across, but they leave 2 stranded.
Nice catch, brother James.
And Mavs coming up to bat. Second inning here. Score Jaguars 1, Mavericks 0. We'll be right back. All right, leading off for the Mavericks here in the bottom of the second inning, designated hitter Garrett Banks. And Banks swings at the first pitch he sees and fouls it back behind the press box. Banks had himself a good day at the plate yesterday, 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs. A 1 pitch to Banks is a breaking ball that stayed up high and outside, so it'll be 1 ball, 1 strike. Banks will be followed by third baseman Alex Briseño and then the right fielder James Morio. Next pitch, fastball swung on and fouled back into the screen. One-two pitch to Banks. Breaking ball. A little bit better movement that time, but still hung up high.
Way to lay off that breaking ball by Banks. That was tempting.
Yeah, it's a risky one there. 2-2 pitch to Banks. Swung on, another foul ball back in the screen.
Good battle by Garrett here at the plate. He's fouled a few off. Was that the third foul ball?
Yeah.
This at bat.
Here comes another 2-2 pitch to Banks. Swung on and missed, strike 3. It's the first strikeout for the Jaguar pitcher Robinson so far this game. Brings up third baseman Alex Briseño. Briseño also with the hot bat in the game against Elgin yesterday. Went 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a double.
Now batting number 23, Alex Briseño.
Briseño had 1 of 2 hits that nearly left the ballpark yesterday. The other one being by Ryan Vosick. And first pitch to Briseño is a fastball that bounces in the dirt.
Didn't have much wind at all yesterday compared to today. So, one or a few of those balls hit by these boys, including Ryan Vosick, may have been gone.
Those two yesterday with just a little bit of wind definitely might have been a different story.
Yep.
Next pitch is pretty much the same as the previous pitch. Fastball bouncing the dirt in front of the plate. So 2-0 count to Briseño. And next pitch is a fastball that catches the inside corner.
Sun is trying to come through.
Just trying.
And
a lot of clouds rolling through, though.
Mostly cloudy, yeah. I think we might be hitting close to 80 degrees today.
2-1 pitch to Briseño was fouled over towards the Mavericks dugout. This will be 2 balls, 2 strikes to Briseño. 1 out, nobody on. And next pitch comes inside again with the fastball there. Gets him swinging, strike 3. So back-to-back strikeouts. And that brings up the right fielder, James Morio, with 2 outs.
Now batting number 15, James Morio.
And Morio looks at a first pitch breaking ball that is in the zone this time for a called strike 1. The lefty-lefty matchup here. Next pitch, fastball, sharp line. Just a hot ground ball that seemed to be right at the shortstop, but I don't know if it hit a rock or had some funky spin or whatever, but it just spun away from his glove and into center field there for a 2-out single.
Well, that took a crazy bounce, didn't it? It looked like it might have hit something like a rock clump of dirt. Who
There
knows?
was some weird physics going on there. I'm assuming we're going to call that one a hit there because that was some.
You got to give him a hit, Dad.
It's not my call. I'm just the voice here. I don't make the decisions.
I understand.
I just relay.
We're calling that a hit, Jason.
If my vote would count, though, in such matters, I would have deemed that a hit. Yes. Weird. Like I said, shortstop was right there, and it just kicked away from his glove. So Morio's aboard with 2 outs at first. That brings up the catcher Wyatt Newman.
And just so any of the listeners who may not know, Jason is Brandon and James Morio's father. So that's what I was referring to when I said Dad.
First pitch to Newman's a ball in the dirt.
Way to get on base, James. We will take it, won't we, Jason?
Any way to get on base.
Any way to get on.
Long look from the pitcher there, but not much of a lead by the runner at first, Morio, there, as the next pitch to Newman is in for a called strike. One pitch to Newman was a breaking ball inside. Bounce in the dirt, so it'll be 2 balls and 1 strike. Newman hits a ground ball
off
his foot. So he will come back and he will walk that off. Yeah, that
rub some dirt on it.
The ball did travel well off of his foot. I'm sure he's feeling that one.
He'll be all right, 1-6. Just take a minute. Oh, he's back in the box. He's ready to go.
All right, so 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. After a long look at first base. Pitcher Robinson finally broke for his motion there, but umpire granted time to Newman. All right, Robinson comes set. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Newman. Swung on, ground ball.
Squibber.
Right between first and second base. Newman is going to leg it out.
Yes, sir.
2-out infield single. Just kind of caught that one off the hands, probably a lot of spin on it. And the second baseman was actually breaking towards second on the play, so that pulled him away from the ball. And we're going to have a courtesy runner for Newman, our catcher. Number 22, Ryan Shook, goes in and will be the runner at first now.
Way to go, Newman. Just like Coach Aguirre drew it up. Perfect English on the ball. Perfect placement.
Right.
I love it.
Now batting for the Mavericks, number 12.
So Mavs string together a couple of singles here with 2 outs. And we're going to be back to the top of the Mav order here with Ramsey Simpson, leadoff hitter. Popped out to third base in his first at bat. And he looks at a first pitch fastball over the middle outside part of the plate for called strike 1. Next pitch, breaking ball, misses outside.
That makes 40 pitches for Robinson, Johnson's pitcher. Pitch count at 40 for him.
1 ball, 1 strike to Simpson. Next pitch swung on. Lofted a fly ball, but it's going to be over towards the opposing bullpen again and out of play. One ball, 2 strikes to Simpson. James Morio, the runner at second. Ryan Shook, the runner at first. And umpire calls time.
Go Rams.
After a long pause, here comes the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Strike 3. Seems like everyone's forgotten the count here in the outs. So a couple of hits for the Mavs, but can't bring anybody across. Heading to the top of the 3rd inning, Mavs still chasing 1 run. We'll be right back. All right, leading off for the Jaguars in the top of the 3rd inning here. Number 2 hitter and the pitcher, Logan Robinson. He'll be followed by center fielder Dom Alvarado and the first baseman, Trace Jansen.
Now batting for Johnson, pitcher number 14, Logan Robinson.
Got another lefty-lefty matchup. Sun shining nice and bright right now on the field.
Here comes the sun.
First pitch, breaking ball swung on and missed. Strike 1. And the 0-1 pitch there was a breaking ball that just didn't even break and collided with our hitter there. So we have a leadoff hit by pitch for Robinson. And we're going to have a courtesy runner. Number 3, Weston Bailey heads in and will be the runner at first base in place of the pitcher Robinson.
Now batting number 13, Dom Alvarado.
That'll bring up the number 3 hitter, number 13, Dom Alvarado. Alvarado singled in his first at-bat. Swings at the first pitch, lofts it up in the air, foul territory down the first base side.
Oh.
Collins comes over, but the wind was kind of blowing around, and he actually slipped a little bit on the grass, so it's just going to be a foul ball.
I don't think Newman ever saw the ball. He took a couple steps and then that was it. I think he just didn't see the ball. Is that what you saw?
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. I figured that would have been more towards the first base bag, but actually kind of blew in.
Yeah, it did.
Next pitch swung on, line drive into center. Oh, into left field. And Simpson kind of got a hand on the ball, fell down, but then it popped out of his glove. Then he tried to throw it into second because the runner at second held up about 3/4 of the way, but the throw was offline. So it's a lot of activity and drama, but it's just a single.
I couldn't have said it better myself, Jason. Seriously,
there
was a lot going on.
A lot going on there. So we got runners on first and second.
Well
now.
done.
Nobody out. And number 4 hitter Trace Jansen comes up. He flew out to center field in his first at bat. First pitch swung on, ground ball to shortstop, fielded by Vosick, throws to second in time for the out there. Not going to get him at first, though. So we'll have one out on the fielder's choice. And Crabtree, the courtesy runner, advanced to third on that play. So we'll have one out, runners on first and third. And that brings up Caleb Ledsom, who had a single in his first at bat. He swings at the first pitch.
Oh,
Comebacker goes off the leg of the pitcher Morio, and just not a lot you can do about that. So hard ground ball right back at the pitcher, kicks off over into no man's land on the left side. Coach Aguirre wants to check, make sure his pitcher Brandon Morio is okay. Morio signals he's fine. And so that will bring another run across for the Jaguars, now score 2-1. Jansen advances from first to second on the play. We've got runners on first and second now with one out. Brings up third baseman Mike Lozano. Lozano doubled in his first at bat. And he steps out before the first pitch he sees. And he looks at a breaking ball in there for a called first strike.
Just want to make sure I've got my own books right. We've got Jansen standing at second base, and then Ledsom, he's at first.
That's right.
There we go. Thank you, sir.
Comes the 0-1 pitch. Another breaking ball. Fouled back softly to the screen. Oh, 2 the count to Lozano. And Lozano calls time. He's granted by the umpire. Comes the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball. A lot of movement on it, but flew outside of the zone and outside for ball 1.
I'm glad I'm not standing up there at the plate trying to face that breaking ball.
1-2 pitch, swung on and missed.
Great pitch.
Strike 3. Might have been a foul tip there, not entirely sure, but either way, it's strike 3.
It's okay.
Second strikeout of the game for Morio, and that'll be the second out of the inning. And that brings up the number 7 hitter, second baseman Ryan Garza, grounded out to shortstop in his last at bat. Good breaking ball, just a little bit low for ball 1.
Yeah, Brandon has wicked movement on that breaking ball. And to be able to implement a great changeup like he has, that's a great arsenal of pitches that he's got.
1-0 changeup, a lot of run on it, just kind of ran a little too far outside there. So 2 balls and no strikes to count. And not sure what the umpire was.
I don't know what that was all about.
Yelling at somebody down on the opposing side there, I think just to hurry up and get into the bullpen. Another ground ball to shortstop, fielded by Vosick. Should be a nice easy flip to second for the third out of the inning.
Bringing it up to 47 pitches.
47 pitches for Morio. Jaguars tack on one more run that inning. Score's now 2-0 in favor of the Jaguars. Mavs coming up to bat here in the bottom of the third. We'll be right back. All right, we got a new pitcher for the Jaguars, number 20, Cole Garcia, comes in relief for Logan Robinson here in the bottom of the third inning. He will face 2, 3, 4 hitters for the Mavericks. Leading off will be the second baseman, Jack Goins. Goins had a single in his first at-bat back in the first inning. First pitch to Goins, a fastball misses outside and low. Whoa. Next pitch just a bit outside, or inside in that case. That was probably 6 feet behind the back of the hitter Goins there. Two balls, no strikes to Goins. He'll be followed by number 3 hitter Ryan Vosick and then Jackson Collins. So new pitcher Garcia struggling with some control here in the opening sequence. 3 balls, no strikes. Mavs chasing just 2 runs. Just need to string together a couple of base runners here. 3-0 pitch, misses outside and low, and it is a walk on 4 straight pitches for Jack Goins to lead off the inning.
And I love how Goins, he gets that walk, but man, he was tearing it out of the box.
Hard 90.
Running hard.
Got to get that hard 90.
I love to see that.
So Goins is aboard at first. Brings up shortstop Ryan Vosick, lined out in his first at bat. And he looks at another fastball that misses far outside and high for ball 1. Another ball outside. 6 straight balls from our pitcher here, and he's
coach coming out.
It's going to trigger a visit from the Johnson coach. First of 2 games back-to-back here in this doubleheader against Johnson today. Next game will be right after this. Plus or minus time of 2:30 p.m. Central. Great day to be out here at McNEIL Field, save for the very strong scent of skunk that seems to just want to not go away.
Yeah, I was smelling that at my daughter's track meet yesterday at Deer Park Middle School. The strong smell of skunk.
I don't know what happened here, but some skunk really took it out on us here.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me, Jason.
All right, pitch. Coach went back.
We're keeping it G-rated. For now. No, just kidding.
All right, so after the mound visits, that settles down the pitcher Garcia, and he throws the next pitch in for called strike 1. 2
Come
balls,
on,
1
Rhino.
strike.
2-1. Here we go.
Jaguars do have another pitcher already warming up in the bullpen, though. Next pitch swung on, chop ground ball to third base, fielded by third base. Looks at the runner at second, but since Goins has speed and a good jump, he throws it over to first in time to retire Vosick. So a fielder's choice. And Vosick's retired for the first out of the inning. Goins now the runner at second. Brings up Jackson Collins, who reached on a hit by pitch in his first at bat. Looks at a fastball, catches the outside part of the plate, called strike 1. Next pitch, another fastball. Says it was in there for called strike 2. So 0-2 the count to Collins. Next pitch swung on, spoiled it. Fouled it back into the fence. This will be another 0-2 count. Just got a score update and other preseason tournament games.
Yeah, what do we got?
Here. Looks like Lake Travis won by a score of 7-0 over Round Rock.
Wow.
As Collins swings, lofts a ball into
That's trouble.
shallow right field. That is down. And Goins,
Here comes Goins.
Goins is going to come all the way around as the ball never actually was picked up by the right fielder on the hard landing there. So an RBI kind of Texas Linger single for Collins. And the Mavs are on the board.
And that Mavs dugout is full of life right now. Everybody got excited right there.
A little spark, just the spark they needed right
That's
there.
right.
So that brings the score to 2-1. And Chris Windesman now comes up to the plate. Ooh, big, deep fly ball by Windesman out there in center field. Center fielder did a good job, turned his hips and went back and actually did manage to make the catch. And so Collins will head back to first base. Long fly ball, though, for Chris Windesman.
When he left the bat, I was like, with this wind blowing out, I thought it might even have a chance of getting out of here. But
well hit ball, just a well done job of tracking it down by the center fielder there for the Jaguars.
Now batting number 2, Garrett Banks.
So 2 outs now, brings up designated hitter Garrett Banks. Looks at a first pitch fastball, misses high.
You know, I'm going to go back to Goins on the bases there for a second. Jackson Collins with that, we'll call it Texas League or whatever. It was a hit. Goins, he's hustling hard. That's the reason he scored that run.
Yep. Oh,
There's
big drive into
shot.
left field. That's going to get
Left field.
over the left fielder's head and down and goes all the way to the fence.
Ground rule double.
And it's a ground rule double. Took a big kick right in front there and just hopped over the fence in left field. So a ground rule double for Banks. Moves Collins up to third base.
Great hit. It's one of those hindsight, you wish it would have hit off the top of the wall, stayed in play instead of the ground rule double. Because Collins
would have given time for Collins. He had to hold up because
would
of
have
the
scored.
ruling. Yep.
That's right.
Now batting number 20.
But double just the same. Great
It
hit.
is. Nice piece of hitting there for Banks. Now runners on second and third brings up Alex Briseño.
What do we have? 2 outs. Yeah.
First pitch, Briseño misses high and outside.
Umpire giving the Mavs dugout a warning. Could you hear what he was saying, though?
I don't know what the Mavs dugout were saying, but he told him to stop talking to the other players there. So a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I was referring to.
A little bit of John as the Mavs dugout has kind of had a spark of life here in the bottom of the third inning. 1 ball and 1 strike to count to Briseño as he fouled the last pitch off back behind the screen. Looks like Briseño calls time. Back in the box, ready to receive the 1-1 pitch, which is in there for a called strike on the outside corner. One ball, 2 strikes to Briseño. Next pitch, breaking ball, swung on and missed for strike 3. So Mavs score 1, leave 2 stranded. Definitely starting to square the ball up a little bit better. We head to the top of the 4th inning. Score Jaguars 2, Mavericks 1. We'll be right back. All right, we're back with the top of the 4th inning. Mavs pitcher Brandon Morio still the pitcher of record. He will face the 8-9 hitters and then back to the top of the order for the Jaguars. Leading off will be the catcher Ricky Montijo. Had a single in his first appearance back in the 2nd inning. First pitch is a fastball, misses a little bit high, ball 1. Next pitch, fastball, looked pretty good. Umpire says a little bit, I guess, high or outside or both. So it'll be 2 balls, no strikes.
Just didn't get the call. Good pitch.
2-0 pitch, grooves it right down the middle there for strike 1. Two-one breaking ball swung on and missed late. Reaction time there, strike 2. Looks like we do have some activity over in the Mavericks bullpen there. Comes the 2-2 pitch, Montijo. Swung on, line drive, couple of steps to his left for Jack Goins to second base, and he makes the play. So 1 out. Brings up the 9-hitter and right fielder, Cole Garcia. Actually, now he's the pitcher. He was in right field. He's now the current pitcher for the Jaguars.
That's correct.
And he gets fooled by a first pitch breaking ball. And swings and misses, strike 1. Squares around to bunt, pulls back, but it's another nice breaking ball that started outside, came back in, caught the inside corner, late backdoor slider there for strike 2. Next pitch swung on, bouncing ground ball to second baseman Goins, throws it over to first base in time for the out.
Couple candy hops there, nice play though.
That was a nice candy hop, yep. Never know after that weird hit there to shortstop, you never know what's going to go on when it hits that Maverick dirt. The laws of physics go into an alternate dimension.
Not sure where that ball's, how high it's going to go, whatever it hits.
Brings us back to the top of the order. Leadoff hitter Ethan McLean. Breaking ball, first pitch, a little shallow fly ball and sent into right behind second base. Picked up by the
way to go, Mavs.
Shortstop Ryan Vosick, and that will end the inning. And the Mavs are excited about that quick inning there. Morio doing some quick work, good support by his defense. No runs, no hits. Head to the bottom of the 4th. Mavs hoping to keep that hitting streak alive. Still chasing 1 run. Jaguars 2, Mavericks 1. We'll be right back.
Okay, we have a new pitcher for Johnson. Coming in to pitch is number 9, Grayson Allred. So just confirming here, we've got, number 20, Cole Garcia was the previous pitcher for Johnson. And now pitching, number 9, Grayson Allred.
Third pitcher of the game for the Jaguars here in the bottom of the fourth. And leading off for the Mavs will be the right fielder, James Morio. He singled on the physics-defying ground ball that hit the infield dirt there at shortstop back in the second inning. He'll be followed by the catcher, Wyatt Newman, and then back to the top of the order for the Mavericks. Swings the first pitch, gets a foul tip, strike one.
Physics defying. I like that.
Physics defying. special dirt we bring in for that.
Great way to describe the dirt here. The Mavericks home field. So how many pitches this past, it was the top half of the fourth inning for Brendan? How many pitches did he have?
Nine pitch inning there.
9 pitch, okay.
Yep. 0-2 count on Morio. Swung on, missed, drop third strike though. It'll throw the ball down to first base. Morio's retired for the first out of the inning.
Now batting number 16, catcher Wyatt Newman.
Number 9 hitter Wyatt Newman's getting ready to step in here. He had a single in his first at bat. So the fastball misses outside and high. Another fastball misses outside and low this time. 2-0 the count to Newman. Another outside fastball. Managed to get a piece of it though and just chops it foul. Jaguars definitely intent on pitching the 6'4" Newman outside. And they do. They catch a fastball in the outside corner, called strike 2. 2-2 the count to Newman. 1 out, nobody on for the Mavs. On deck, the leadoff hitter, Ramsey Simpson. And Newman calls time. Two-two pitch to Newman. Breaking ball, swung on, lofted, a little Texas leaguer again over on the right field side, and it gets down.
Drops.
Second baseman looked like to be the player who tried to make the play there, but
it was.
Just couldn't come up with it. You know, it is getting to that part of the day where at this McNEIL field, the right-hand side, the sun just hangs up really high, and it is very, very hard. Any kind of fly ball. And it looks like they're going to score that hit for Newman. So Newman's 2 for 2 today with 2 singles. Keeps the inning alive.
Looks like with that wind swirling a little bit too, and watching those flags, they're just kind of moving all around right now. That may have had something to do with it, but regardless, Newman's on first base.
Actually looks like, so Newman being the catcher, another courtesy runner, Ryan Shook goes in again.
Yep, there is Shook.
So Shook's on first, and Simpson squared around to bunt that last one, and bunted it foul, so it'll be 1 strike. And the third baseman is, for the Jaguars, is way up on the grass. Wow. And getting closer.
He's still moving in, that's right.
Runner takes off. Shook steals second easily as the ball gets away from the Jaguar catcher. And they're going to throw all the way down to second as Shook had a gratuitous turn about halfway to third.
I mean, that third baseman was a good 6 feet onto the grass and still moving forward.
He was almost parallel with the pitcher.
Yep.
Where his final position was there. So, all right, we got a 1-1 count to Simpson. Shook getting a big healthy lead to second, and the pitcher steps off, and he's going to have a conversation with his catcher. Pitcher comes set. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Simpson. Swung on, got it right off the hands and fouled it back into the screen. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Simpson. 2 outs. Got Ryan Shook, the runner at second. Or sorry, it's 1 out.
1 out.
1 out.
Got him.
And curveball comes in a little too far and hits Simpson on the leg. And he gets a 1-2 count, hit by pitch.
That's going to leave a mark.
Breaking ball. If there's one to wear, that's the one.
Yeah.
So, runners on first and second with 1 out. Brings up number 2 hitter Jack Goins, who's reached safely both times in his 2 appearances today. Once with a single, second time with a walk, was also the lone run scored so far by the Mavericks today. Let's see what Coach Aguirre dials up for the Mavs here with a lot of speed on the bases and at the plate. Swing, a little slow ground ball to shortstop.
That's
Kicks
trouble.
away from shortstop though. Gets into the outfield,
Here
and
comes
Shook's
Shook.
going to come all the way around from second
There
and
we go.
score
Way
to
to
tie it
hustle.
up.
Good job, Ryan Shook.
Once again, thanks to that physics bending infield grass and dirt. So Mavs tied up 2-2. And we got runners on first and second again. And number 3 hitter Ryan Vosek comes up to hit. Runners go. It's a double steal on the first play, and it looks like it was a hit and run too, as Vosek swung at a pitch that was pretty high up near his eyes.
Yeah, that I believe Aguirre gave him the hit and run.
Had
The
the
old-
most likely hit and run
with
going
the
on
double
there.
steal going on.
Yes.
Hit and run as well.
Both Simpson at second and Goins at first. A lot of speed there.
Just put it in play 9. Hit it hard somewhere.
Next pitch, fastball misses outside low. 1-1 the count to Vosek. Next pitch swung on, lofted into.
Sit down.
Oh, the right fielder came in and caught the line drive kind of right around the shoestring area there. Looked like that ball was going to get down, but good play by the right fielder.
First at bat, he hit it hard. Ryan Vosek hit it hard to center fielder, I believe. And then
It was, yep.
this at bat, hit it hard to the right fielder. Just line drives that were caught. Runners aren't able to advance. Still first and second.
So 2 outs, runners on first and second, brings up Jackson Collins.
Now batting number 24, first baseman.
Collins reached twice today as well. Hit by a pitch back in first inning and then a single last inning. Runners go, and it's another hit and run, but Collins fouls it back into the screen. Pitcher comes set. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Collins. Swung on. Absolutely destroyed ball, but goes very foul. Hit off of the kind of intersection there by the other concession stand and onto one of the soccer fields.
I don't know. What do you think? Jackson Collins seeing the ball pretty well there?
I think he's seen it pretty well.
Straighten it out, buddy.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and there's a pickoff move to second, but Simpson's back safely. Whatever that last pitch was to Collins, let's hope he sees another one of those in the same spot and straightens it out. Comes the 0-2 pitch. And it
Yep. Off the helmet. Hit him.
is a hit by a breaking ball that plunked him in the helmet. So that will load the bases.
He was locked in on that ball, just watching it, and then
Yeah.
it hit him.
So magnetic personality for Jackson Collins today, as he's reached
That's
it
right.
twice on 2 hit by pitches. And we've got bases loaded.
For the Mavericks center fielder, number 18.
And the power hitting Chris Windesman steps in.
Take advantage of these base runners.
It looks like the fastball misses a little bit high and inside, ball 1.
Here we go, Windy. Ducks on a pond.
1-0 pitch swung on, lofted into the gap, it's in right center gap, and it is going to be caught. Wow, what a catch by the right fielder to come make that play. Well hit ball, had to really charge hard right to his right, made a diving play and saved several runs. For
Fantastic catch by the right fielder. Boy, he just right off the bat.
Good break, great play.
Great break. Great catch.
Well, Mavs tie it up, leave a bunch on the base pass, but we're back to a 2-2 score here as we head to the
Now pitching for the Mavericks.
top of the 5th inning. Looks like we're going to have a pitching change for the Mavericks. Brandon Morio is going to come out, and in relief will be number 29, Caleb Crail. We'll be right back for the top of the 5th in a few seconds.
Number 14, Logan Robinson.
All right, leading off for the Jaguars here in the top of the 5th inning. Number 14, Logan Robinson. Previously was the pitcher, starting pitcher for the Jaguars. He's out in right field now. And he swings at the first pitch from the new pitcher for the Mavericks, Caleb Crail, and fouls it. Strike 1.
Not too high of a pitch count for Brandon Morio. I think I had 56 pitches. So he didn't quite max out there. Give him a little rest early in the season.
Looks like it was 56 pitches, 6 hits, 2 runs, 2 strikeouts.
Yeah.
Now it's on to put the pitcher Crail and the Mavs defense to hold the tie right now. As Robinson looks at another ball down in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike to hitter Logan Robinson. He'll be followed by 3-4 hitters Dom Alvarado and Trace Jensen. And Robinson was hit in his last at-bat, and he's hit again in this at-bat. So leadoff hit by pitch.
Now batting number 13, Dom Alvarado.
Robinson, the ball magnet over there.
Yeah.
2 consecutive hit by pitches.
Jackson Collins, our first baseman, with 2 hit by pitches today. And,
that's right.
The runner at first right now also.
Normally it's Garrett Banks that gets hit by those pitches.
You're right,
a lot of pitches.
Him, yeah. It's about catchers. Balls love catchers.
That's right. He's typically the Mavs ball magnet. What is it about those catchers?
Pickoff move over to first. Robinson's back safely. First pitch to Alvarado. Fastball misses high and outside for a ball. Runner goes, and it is another hit by pitch. So Alvarado will head down to first. Robinson moves to second.
Now batting number 25, first baseman Trace Jansen.
So runners on first and second, nobody out here in the top of the 5th. That brings up the cleanup hitter, Trace Jansen. Looks at a first pitch fastball away outside. Be 1-0.
Crail just needs to settle in a little bit, you know. Get those little bit of jitters out, if you will. He'll be good to go.
1-0 pitch swung on, lofted into center field. Wind has been tracking it. He's underneath it, and he makes the grab. And they're going to tag up. No, he's going to think better of it. Robinson, the runner on second, made a hard move like he was going to try to tag up, but that ball was definitely not hit deep enough for that. So Jansen flies out, first out of the inning. That brings up the left fielder, Caleb Ledsum.
Now batting number 17.
All tied up.
Ledsum.
2-2 here so far. Both teams 2 runs, both teams 6 hits. And Crail was about to deliver the first pitch there, and umpire called time.
I'm only showing 1 error in this game for both teams, and it's Johnson with just 1 error.
Yep, there was one there there.
Yep.
There was a ground ball to shortstop, or second, I believe it was. It was an infield ground ball. I think it was the error. Comes the first pitch to Ledsum. Swung on, popped back behind the press box, out of play.
I didn't hear any shattered glass, so that's good news. My car didn't get hit.
Crail motions around to throw to second, but no throw. 0-1 the count.
Let's roll them up right here. Double play for Mavs. Let's go. There, I'm calling it. Nope.
0-1 pitch is in there for a called strike on the outside.
No double play, but a strike called.
So Crail taking some long looks at the runner at second there, but working ahead with an 0-2 count. To the hitter Ledsum. And Ledsum hits a line drive straight at the center fielder, Chris Windesman, who brings it in for another second out of the inning.
Attaboy, Windy. With the second out. Getting both outs for the Mavs in this half inning.
Now batting number 24, Cody Templeton.
So 2 away with runners still on first and second. Looks like we've got a pinch hitter. Number 24, Cody Templeton, goes in place of the number 6 hitter, Mike Lozano. He looks at a first pitch slider in there for called strike. Krell takes a long look at the runner at second. Pitch is delivered, fouled, out of play. Looks like that one's going to head possibly towards the road over on the right side. Yep. So Krell ahead 0-2 on the pinch hitter, Templeton. There's another long set of looks back at the second runner at second. Pitch is thrown. Line drive. Oh, goes off the glove of the second baseman Goins into the right field.
The play.
Morio picks up the ball, and it is going to be enough, though, for the runner to come and score from second base. Well hit line drive there. Just kind of kicked off the heel of Goins, who made a noble effort to make that play, but found its way safely into right field.
Hey,
and that allows
mark that as a hit. Yeah,
probably a hit. Yeah. And so the Jaguars go up by 1 now by a score of 3-2.
Templeton hit a shot there. Just
first pitch swung on, lined into left field, almost bounces over the head of left fielder Simpson there, but he manages to bring it in. But that will score another run.
Another crazy bounce off the turf. Glad he kept it in front of him. Off that one bounce in left field.
Now batting number 1, Connor Crabtree.
So 2 runs come across for the Jaguars here with 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning. And that brings up, looks like we have another pinch hitter. Connor Crabtree is going to hit in the 8-hole spot for the catcher, Ricky Montijo. So Crabtree, your hitter now with 2 outs, runners on first and second. Here comes the first pitch to Crabtree. Fastball misses outside and low, ball 1. Next pitch swung on, lined into the gap right between shortstop and second base, or shortstop and third. Into left field, gets away from the, kind of kicks off the glove of the left fielder Simpson, and that's going to allow another run to score. So 3 consecutive singles and some station-to-station baseball here with 2 outs. And the score is now 5-2. Jaguars.
All 3 of these runs coming across the plate with 2 outs.
All right, so now Grayson Allred, who was the pitcher last inning, is going to hit in the number 9 spot.
For Garcia, yep. So we've got Grayson Allred, yeah, coming in for Garcia.
Allred looks at 2 consecutive back-to-back strikes. And he's in the hole 0-2. Pitch. Thrown behind the hitter. Actually, no, they're going to say that hit him.
I thought it went behind him without hitting him, but
yeah.
They called a hit by pitch.
Now batting number 12, James Taylor.
So Allred's hit by a pitch. That loads the bases up again. And we're going to have a courtesy runner for Crabtree, who is currently the pitcher of record for the Jaguars. Looks like number 3, Weston Bailey, is going to be the courtesy runner at first. Back to the top of the Jaguars order. James Tello is now the hitter. Tello actually hit in the back in the 4th inning there, popped out to shortstop, and he looks at a called first strike. Next pitch misses low and in the dirt, so it'll be 1 ball, 1 strike to the hitter Tello. Got Garza, the runner, on 3rd. Crabtree, the runner, at 2nd. And we got a ground ball to second base, fielded by Goins, throws over to 1st, and that will end the inning.
Stop the bleeding there. There we go. Well, at least we got out of it. But 3 runs scored.
Yep, Johnson sends all 9 batters to the plate that inning. Only tack on 3 runs, but now the gap is 5-2 in favor of the Jaguars as the Mavs come up to hit here in the bottom of the 5th. We'll be right back. Leading off for the Mavericks this inning, Garrett Banks, designated hitter, had a ground rule double in his last at bat. It looks like a first pitch fastball on the outside corner called strike 1. Takes the next pitch, lines it straight up through the middle and into center field for a leadoff base hit.
Great hit, Garrett.
So Banks 2 for 3 this game, with the single and the double. Brings up Alex Briseño. Briseño looking for his first hit of this game.
Now batting for the Mavericks, number 23, Alex Briseño.
Pitcher Allred throws over to check Banks at first. He's back safely.
Yeah, our DH Banks with double and now a single. So, good day at the plate for Mr. Garrett Banks.
Briseño swings at the first pitch and fouls it out of play. So kind of turned away from that pitch thinking he was going to hit him. It was actually just kind of a backdoor breaking ball there that's in for called strike 2. So 0-2 count to Briseño. Next pitch misses outside and low. Catcher popped up like he was going to throw down to first for a snap throw there, but opted not to. One ball, 2 strikes. Count to Briseño. Next pitch is in there for a called strike 3. Not picking up that breaking ball. So 1 away, brings up right fielder James Morio. Morio 1 for 2 today with a single.
Now batting for the Mavs, number 15, James Morio.
First pitch to Morio, catches the inside corner, called strike 1.
Clouds just keep rolling in. Thought maybe by this time of day, the clouds would start, dissipating. But sun's just not able to come through on this cloudy day. But hey, at least it's not 30 degrees.
Yes, indeed.
With some freezing rain, like we had, just 2 weeks ago here in the Austin area.
Morio looks at a breaking ball that was up high and outside. 1-1 to count. Next pitch swung on, lined into the gap in right center field. That's going to get down for extra bases and go all the way to the wall.
Oh, that's great. Ball goes all the way to the wall.
Banks is being waved around to home, and Morio is going to be in with a stand. Actually, he decided to slide unnecessarily, but it's a triple.
Surprised both of us with the slide, but it doesn't matter. He's standing on third base. Great piece of hitting.
All right, so an RBI triple for Morio. Brings around Banks. And brings the score to 5-3.
Now batting for the Mavericks, number 16, Wyatt Newman.
Newman.
Brings up the catcher, Wyatt Newman. 2 for 2 today, 2 singles. Also scored a run last inning. Or I should say his courtesy runner, Ryan Shook, scored it on his behalf. It looks like a first pitch breaking ball that's in there, called strike 1.
That's right. That's when Shook scored and the Mavs dugout erupted. So Mavs dugout has come back to life again. Getting a little rowdy after that triple by Morio.
Newman hits a ground ball. Shortstop makes the play, throws it over to first.
Scored the run.
Oh, looks like the umpire was about to motion for safe, but he called Newman out at first. But that's enough to get Morio around and score from third base.
RBI for Newman.
So an RBI for Newman, 2 outs. That makes the score 5-4. And we are back to the top of the Mavericks lineup here. Ramsey Simpson hit by a pitch in his last at bat. Swings at the first pitch he sees, lost a sky-high fly ball just kind of behind shortstop. Shortstop on the grass makes the play. So Mavs tack on 2 on the RBI triple by James Morio there, and an RBI ground out by Newman. Heading to the top of the 6th inning, Mavs still chasing 1 run, down 5-4. All right, another pitching change for the Mavericks to start the 6th inning here. Timothy Calderon is now the pitcher. Comes in relief from Caleb Crail. And he will face the 2-3-4 hitters for the Jaguars. Leading off will be Logan Robinson. Looks at called strike 1. Robinson with back-to-back hit by pitches in his last 2 at-bats.
We don't want to make it 3 in a row. Hit by pitch.
Pitch breaking ball misses a little high.
Yeah. A little high and inside.
Comes a 1-1 pitch. And believe it or not, he's hit for the 3rd time in a row.
I wasn't trying to call it there. I really didn't want that to happen, but
clearly
it happened.
Brought on by my partner here in the broadcast booth, who foreshadowed it.
Yeah, the crystal ball works again. Well, hopefully I never do that again. Never say never, right, Jason?
That's right. That brings up the center fielder, Dom Alvarado. Alvarado also hit by a pitch last inning and has 2 singles on the day, so he's reached safely in all 3 at-bats.
How often do you see that? Robinson, 3 at-bats in a row hit by a pitch.
Yeah, the old hat trick there, yeah.
Yeah.
Alvarado looks at a fastball, misses high and outside for ball 1.
Inside corner, nope, didn't get the call.
Alvarado almost swung at it, pulled back, and looked like it might have been a strike, but umpire saw differently. So 2-0 the count to Alvarado. Robinson goes, pitches outside, throw's going to be offline, and into center field. So a stolen base for Robinson. And here comes a 3-0 pitch to Alvarado, and it is in there for called strike 1. Three-one pitch, fastball's in there for called strike 2. So Calderon works all the way back from 3-0 to a full count. Pretty healthy lead for the runner at the second base. Goes throw down to third, gets away from the third baseman Briseño and into left field, and that is going to allow Robinson to score. And it was a ball 4.
Playing at second base, nope.
Alvarado, while all that was going on, found his way all the way to second base on the walk.
So Alvarado standing at second base after the run scored by Robinson.
And the Jaguars tack on another run, making the score 6-4. Number 4 hitter Jansen swings at the first pitch, lofts a fly ball right around shortstop area. Shortstop Bostic brings it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting number 17, Caleb Letts.
So 1 away brings up number 5 hitter Caleb Ledsum. 2 for 3 on the day with 2 singles and flew out to center field. Swings to the first pitch, fouls it off the catcher. Oh, 1 pitch to Ledso, misses a little high and out. Be 1-1. Got one out here. Alvarado, the runner on second. One pitch from Calderon misses inside. Next pitch swung on, lofted into shallow center field. Shortstop. Okay, shortstop, second base, and Chris Windesman, the center fielder, were all racing towards it. Fortunately, good communication. Windesman makes the grab.
Yeah, Vosick made a break. We had actually Goins, Vosick converging along with Windesman on that ball, but Windesman called him off. Good communication there.
So 2 down now, and it looks like Mike Lozano, number 5, is going to go back in and hit in his previous spot. And he hits a ground ball foul towards the first base side. Next pitch catches the outside corner, called strike 2. Looks like Lozano was trying to call for time, but umpire decided not to give it to him, and it was called strike. And next pitch is in there for called strike 3.
Got the third strike. There you go.
So that ends the inning, but Jaguars tack on one more. Heading the bottom of 6th inning here. Score Jaguars 6, Mavericks 4.
Everybody to our concession stand. We've got
All right, 2, 3, 4 hitters due up for the Mavericks here in the bottom of the 6th. Leading off will be Jack Goins. Reached all 3 times today so far. Single, walk, and an error on the shortstop last inning. Looks at first pitch called strike. Next pitch, breaking ball, missed a little bit inside. Ball 1. One pitch is another fastball, catches the outside corner, called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count to Goins. Oh, next pitch, called strike 3. Seemed a little low and outside, but
He extended his strike zone there on that called third strike. But okay, just the same.
so 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Brings up Ryan Vosick.
not batting for the Mavs.
Vosick been hitting the ball hard. Looking to try to find some grass here. First pitch swung on, hard ground ball to shortstop. Fielded cleanly, throws over to first in time for the out.
Another hard hit ball. Ground ball straight to the shortstop. Sorry, keep hitting it hard.
So two-way brings up first baseman Jackson Collins. Hit by a pitch twice and a single in between.
Now batting number 24, first baseman Jackson Collins.
First pitch breaking ball misses high and out.
You keep hitting the ball hard. Eventually good things are going to happen.
That's exactly right. 1-0 pitch swung on, lofted foul behind the press box here. One pitch swung on, lofted foul behind the press box, pretty much the same spot. So it'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes to count to Collins here. 2 out, nobody on.
No. Go ahead, Jason. What just happened there?
Jaguars catcher clearly thought that was strike 3. He seemed to be the only one on the field that thought that, and that includes the umpire. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to count.
He was headed straight to the dugout. He was like, yep, that's...
2-2 pitch swung on, lofted into left field. Left fielder's kind of right underneath it, though, and makes the grab. So Mavs go 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 6th. We head to the top of 7. Still chasing 2 runs. Jags up 6-4. We'll be right back.
I got you.
All right, leading off for the Jaguars here in the top of the 7th, Ryan Garza. Looks at a first pitch called strike. Garza 1 for 3 with a single and 2 ground outs to short. Next pitch swung on, just kind of taps it off the end of the bat, foul. And Calderon ahead with an 0-2 count here. It's a leadoff hitter in the top of the 7th. Oh, 2 pitch. Fastball outside. Misses for ball 1. One-two pitch, break
Great
ball.
pitch.
Locked him up. Called strike 3. Second strikeout for Calderon.
Now batting number 1, Connor Crabtree.
So one away in the top of the 7th here brings up Connor Crabtree. Singled in his last at bat. This is the first pitch fastball, misses high and out. One-0 pitch misses inside, bounces in the dirt, and then off of the catcher Wyatt Newman's face mask. So it'll be 1 ball, or actually 2 balls, no strikes. Two-0 pitch swung on, fouled softly, about halfway down the first base line. Looks like we do have some activity up in the Jaguars bullpen. Nobody up in the Mavs bullpen. 2-1 pitch to Crabtree. Swung on, lofted into left field. Simpson going back over his head, right off the wall. And Crabtree is aboard with a 1-out double.
That wind blowing out, the ball just kept
I was gonna say it didn't seem
kept
like
traveling.
It didn't seem like it was
it
that
didn't.
deep, but then
It
it just
didn't.
kept going.
It got caught up in that wind.
I think Simpson thought the same thing. He thought there was
Yeah.
just be kind of a casual fly ball there. The next thing you know, he's on the warning track and
Yeah,
the
it
ball's
fooled
behind
Simpson.
him.
That's right.
All right, so runner on second now with 1 out. Brings up the pitcher, Allred. Swings the first pitch, lofts a foul ball out of play down the right field line. So 0-1 the count to Allred. Looks at the next pitch, called strike on the outside corner. 0-2 the count now to Allred. Next pitch swung on, line drive right to second base. Bounces out of the glove of Goins, the second baseman, though, and it's going to be safe all around. Hard hit ball. Goins had to jump up to try to grab it. Got a glove on it, but once again just kind of bounced off the heel there. So on the play there, Crabtree advances to third. We have a courtesy runner for Allred at first, the pitcher. Number 3, Weston Bailey goes in again in his place.
Haven't seen any change, if I'm not mistaken, on the scoreboard. How are you scoring that hit by Allred? The glove.
I
of
put it down
Goins.
as a single, as
Yeah.
a hit.
Yeah.
And the runner at first goes, and he will get in there uncontested. And the first pitch to Ethan McLean is now back hitting in his leadoff spot. It's a called strike. Infield comes in. First pitch is grounded sharply foul down the third base side. Comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled back to the screen. So here comes the 0-2 pitch to McLean. Swung on, ground ball to third, fielded by Briseño. Looks the runner back to third. Throw is offline to first base, though, and that is going to be a couple of runs as the ball goes all the way to the fence. And McLean is going to be in all the way to third on the throwing error by Briseño.
Ground ball to Briseño. You know, he made the play with the ground ball, just the errant throw.
Now batting number 14, Logan
Cleared the bases. So that makes 8 runs for Johnson, 4 for the Mavs. And who do we have standing at third base for Johnson?
Well, that would be McLean, who
That's
just
McLean,
who just
yeah.
had that ground ball.
Yep.
Brings up number 14, Logan Robinson. Looks like called strike one. Robinson, of course, with the hat trick of hit by pitches.
I'm not saying anything.
Swings, next pitch, lofts a fly ball. Looks like it's going to be over the head of Chris Windesman in center field, but he makes the grab.
Great catch. By
Pretty
Wendy.
much towards the warning track out there in center field, but it's going to be deep enough to score as McLean tags up from third, scores easily on the sac fly.
Now batting number 13, Dom Alvarado.
What a catch by Chris Windesman.
Way to track it
Center
down,
field.
yes,
Yep.
indeed. Needed that out. It's going to make the score 9-4. Jaguars. Brings up Dom Alvarado with 2 outs, nobody on. So the first pitch breaking ball in there for called strike one. A 1 pitch bounces in the dirt. This will be a 1-1 count. Next pitch, good fastball with some run. Swung on a miss, strike 2.
Here you go, Jimmy.
1-2 pitch, Alvarado.
Did it hit him?
Looks like he went to swing at it, but it looked like it hit somebody. Maybe it was a foul ball.
Maybe it went off his bat. Yeah.
Actually, they called it ball 2.
They sure did. Yeah. That
Okay.
one fooled me.
It looked like the ball went off of some surface, but nonetheless, it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. And next pitch swung on a miss, strike 3. So that ends the top of the 7th, but Jaguars tack on 3 more runs. Last chance for the Mavs here. Chasing 5 runs.
Get the rally caps on.
9-4 Jaguars. Bottom of 7th coming up.
Let's get some hits. Let's go, Mavs.
All right, another pitching change for the Jaguars here to try to close out the game. Sam Gloria, number 6, now the pitcher for the Jaguars. And he will face the 5, 6, 7 hitters for the Mavericks. Chris Windesman will lead off. He'll be followed by designated hitter Garrett Banks and then Alex Briseño.
I've got my rally cap on, Jason.
Now batting center fielder, number 18.
Rally cap, shoes, pants, belts, everything.
The whole 9 yards. I've got it all. I even see the rally monkey.
Windesman looks at a first pitch breaking ball in there for called strike 1. Next pitch swung on, goes the opposite way with it, and lofts a nice line drive down safely into left field for a leadoff
Got a
single.
kid. That's the start we needed right there. Leadoff hit.
Leadoff single for Windesman brings up Garrett Banks.
Garrett Banks.
Banks 2 for 3 today. Ground rule double, single, scored a run last inning. First pitch breaking ball down in the dirt, misses for ball 1. Pitcher Gloria comes set. Next pitch is fastball in there, called strike. 1-1 to count to Banks.
Let's go, Garrett.
Good move over to first, but the ball gets away and over to the fence. Windesman took some time to get up there as he slid in head first. He's going to be in at second, takes a big turn, and he's going to remain at second. So a lot going on there. On the errant throw, on the pickoff throw by Gloria, and Windesman ends up at second base. Looks like he's got something happened with an arm there. Either diving back, most likely diving back to first. Looks like he's able to continue though. So Windesman on second now with the 1-1 count to the hitter Banks. Pitch is swung on and fouled back into the screen. Banks wanted all that one. He liked what he saw there.
He did. He sure did.
So 1-2 the count now.
See if he can't get his third hit here, but
comes the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, lofted in the air, foul. We'll see if it's going to be playable. Looks like it is in fair territory, but first baseman can't come up with it.
was the wind a factor there?
Could have been a little wind. Could have also been the fact that he could hear the footsteps of the catcher.
Yeah, that's right.
Coming in very close proximity as well. So
Garrett with a single and a double today.
1-2 still to count to Banks. Sits on a breaking ball, lofts it sky high, so
Wow.
in foul territory down the third base side. Third baseman's over. And it looks like the
he
ball
did
was
catch
caught.
the ball in foul territory.
And they tried to take it. Mavs tried to take advantage of nobody being on the bag and tried to send Windesman to tag up, but unfortunately he is tagged out at third.
Was it the shortstop that ended up catching that ball?
I'm not sure who ended up
Okay.
catching it, but in any
Regardless.
case, that is a double. Ends up being a double play on the pop out.
Now batting for the Mavericks, number 22.
And we have a pinch hitter. Ryan Shook, number 22, goes in to hit in place of Alex Briseño's slot. And the Mavs are down to the last out. Shook looks at a breaking ball, misses a little bit high, ball 1. pitch, another breaking ball. Seemed a little low and out, but umpire calls it strike. So 1-1 the count to Shook. Another break ball that time, swung on and missed. This time, strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes, the count to the pinch hitter Shook.
No.
And once again, trying to sell the strike 3 there, but umpire thinks differently. Appealed down to the field umpire. He said Shook did not commit a go around. So it'll be 2 balls, 2 strikes. Another
Just
breaking
got a
ball.
piece.
Got a piece of it, sent it back foul. Two pitch misses out and low. So we'll go full count here. Swings and fouls that 3-2 offering back behind the press box.
Good at bat here by Ryan Shook. With a full count and 2 outs.
Three-two pitch, another breaking ball swung on and missed for strike 3, and that will end the game. Close game for most of the game there. Got away from us kind of towards the end as the Jaguars tacked on another 3 runs in the top of the 7th. Final score 9-4 in favor of the Jaguars. That concludes game 1 of this 2-game series. We'll see what our actual next game time start is, folks. It's scheduled to be 2:30. Probably be within that plus or minus 5 or 10 minute time frame there. So thanks for listening along to game 1. We're going to take a quick break here, and we'll see you back here for game 2.
Thanks, guys. Talk to y'all soon.